Batman number 137 has to be one of the dumbest Batman stories I think I have ever had the displeasure of watching or reading. I saw this panel show up in my Twitter feed because people were talking about it, and at that point I just kind of had to know exactly what was going on, so I went and read the full story, and it doesn't get any better. Sure, the artwork looks nice, but the whole story is basically just Batman is responsible for creating criminals because he stops crime, and therefore all of his sidekicks are going to team up and try and stop him because Selina Kyle, Catwoman, has her little gang running an operation to rob people, and they think she's in the right. How do normal people actually believe this kind of stuff? Where if you stop a crime, they're automatically going to become violent because they're going to jail. Like, what? I don't get this need to constantly, humiliate one of the greatest characters in fiction simply because he's rich, he's white, and he's a dude. The hate for Batman just does not stop. And, I feel like no one really portrays the character very well anymore. It's kind of hard to top the Batman the Animated Series. It's just one of the absolute best depictions of Batman as a character I have ever seen. And it's the whole reason I really, really love the character. But this whole book wants to make Batman out to be the bad guy because he stops thieves from stealing things. Because he fights crime. Do you think enabling crime is actually going to do anything for you? Just look at what happened to California and look at what happens to Chicago. Seriously, the mayor in Chicago comes in and just doesn't do anything about riots, and it just spirals out of control. What they refuse to tell you about this is that by enabling this kind of crime, Batman effectively allows more people to see that, oh, crime is an effective way to make money and it pays off, so therefore I'm going to do it. Their own ideology is self-defeating because they're worried about people, continuing to commit crimes, but they're not worried about the people who are going to be lured into this because it's a lucrative business. With no risk! This is an all-around attempted assassination of Batman as a character. They really, really, really want to turn him into the villain because of his checkboxes that he hits. Straight white rich guy. So if you've ever wanted a straight up example of why the American comic book industry is dying, this is it. It's because they don't respect their characters anymore. They don't understand where these characters came from, what their purpose is, and what their role is. They don't actually love the characters. They don't love Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, all of that. They hate these characters, and they want to replace them with other characters that they came up with to fit their own agendas. How do you botch Batman this badly? How do you try and make Batman the villain so hard even though he's in the right to stop people from stealing? There's an organized crime group, and the entire Bat family, minus Damian Wayne, goes and aids the organized crime group. But hey, what would I know? I'm just some shitter in his room with a microphone. Not like I'm, a person with eyes and a brain who can think through this stuff. Anyway, like and subscribe, all that stuff. See you in another video. Later.